sports. It's in the game.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Look at this Packers defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now George. This pass out wide to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
George looking to pass. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Here we go. 19-18. Go.
George to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this will be a Packers 1st down as they get this up to about the 42.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Love. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
60 by 6. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple and leaves him with a 3rd and 3. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that 1st drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And back 60. Warriors 70. Take over.
Operating from the gun, George. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine. And that's caught inside the 30. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love looking to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you can take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Jack Panther. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards to pick up there, also on first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He can only get a yard after all that, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jacobs And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, George. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. George. And the Packers with nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set alone a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. George. And this time will be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
70 ranging.
Throwing. Love. Steps away to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. George looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the local way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. It's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Love now. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's caught by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Jets first down.
Play action. George.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, and it'll wind up incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. George. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating from the gun. George. C.D. Lamb from 21 yards away. And the Jets have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
On the ready. Set.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they get 11 back on that. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Jets 28, Packers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set. Hut, hut.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Love from the gun. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Love.
Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard out of play.
To throw now, here's Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Warrior 70. Go.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Toward the pylon. Caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Jets.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ball again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.